What better way to kick off the holiday season than to visit the country Santa Claus himself calls home? Welcome to Finland. With only 2 full days on the ground, I'll be enjoying some leisurely sightseeing in and around Helsinki, partaking in the famous Nordic Christmas market, and venturing out on a frigid day trip to the countryside. Rumor has it, I may even stumble upon Santa's official Goodwill town along the way. The holiday magic is in full swing, and I got my very first taste of it high up in the sky. Located along the southern coastline of Finland sits Helsinki, a sprawling archipelago comprised of over 300 islands. You'll find the main international airport just 30 minutes outside the city center, with a quick train ride bringing you right to the heart of it all. During my short time here, I found the HSL app to be an incredibly useful tool for planning and booking public transportation. I was delivered to the doorstep of Hotel St. George, a full-service luxury hotel set within a historic 19th century building. After my 15-hour travel day, I was ready to be pampered. The hotel prides itself on its holistic care, offering up a vast selection of spa experiences and healthy cuisine, all aimed at nourishing the body and soul. Though I reserved the smallest room type, this accommodation was actually one of the more spacious I've come across during my travels around Europe. Eager to uncover why Finland is consistently ranked as one of the happiest countries in the world, I wasted no time heading down to the spa for a massage and to pay a visit to the amenities and sauna, or sauna, as I believe it is correctly said. Traditionally considered to be a sacred space, the sauna is so ingrained in everyday lives of Finnish folks that it was added to the UNESCO's representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. Yes, I know it's a very long list name. It is a way to cleanse the body and soul, and it is exactly what I needed to prepare myself for the next few days in Finland. As the sun barely crept along the horizon, December days in Helsinki are often draped in sleepy blue hues and pockets of golden touches. It felt like a permanent state of sunrise before the descent back into darkness merely 5 hours later. Simply curious to observe local life in the city, I set out on a walk across town where I'd soon learn how big cafe culture is in Helsinki. Nearly every street corner had an adorable coffee shop, and I couldn't help but be lured in by the smell of warm brews and freshly baked pastries. A short walk away from the hotel was Ekberg 1852, known to be the oldest bakery in Helsinki. Inside, visitors are hit with the most lovely display of treats you can imagine, and it didn't take long to select a few items for myself. I already know how much I'll miss this shop once I'm back home in New York. If you're looking to take in the infamous Nordic architecture, one that embraces a more minimalistic and functional approach, you won't be disappointed with a stroll through this city. Even the Christmas decor was understated, only a few decorations and storefronts, and no colorful lights to be found, just white and off-white festive strands. It was certainly a departure from the over-the-top scene back in America, but it made complete sense here. When I asked a local about it, she said the holiday look is simple, elegant, and blends well with the chilly environment. And really, what more do they need? As I continued my stroll, I happened upon my first ever delivery robot sighting. I know these have rolled out in various places around the world, and this will definitely be the future, but I stood there like a little kid watching the thing easily navigate traffic and carry on with its day. So cool to see. Just up the road was the Rock Church, an active Lutheran church built directly into solid rock in the 1960s. It's an interesting feat of architecture, to be sure, and it's certainly impressive to see. You can spend a few minutes wandering around, soaking in the detail, but if I'm being honest with you, I did not find the price of admission worth the short visit. If you're curious to pop in, I'd suggest coordinating your visit with one of the concerts they hold here so you can have a more robust and worthwhile experience. Feeling a little snacky, I popped by Regatta Cafe, a picturesque seaside shed now serving up fresh pastries and beverages. If there was ever a location that fully embodied the word cozy, I'd say this place has to be among the top contenders. I ordered up a meat pie, which was not at all how I expected it to look, but still delicious all the same, and a cinnamon bun, which was simply perfection. As sunlight faded away at a mere 2:30 in the afternoon, I felt the energy of the city shift. Lights kicked on, and there was a quiet excitement in the air. The holiday festivities were about to begin. Christmas traditions in Finland, in a broad sense, are not unlike how we celebrate in the United States, with a few differences, of course. From my understanding, Christmas Eve is the bigger day here, with the much-anticipated visit from Santa, a homemade dinner, and opening presents later that evening. Midnight Mass, a family gathering in a Christmas sauna, and indulging in glöggi, or spiced mulled wine, are all common parts of the celebration. For visitors, the holiday cheer is found bundled up in Senate Square, where Helsinki's Christmas market gives you a small peek into Finnish traditions featuring local food, beverages, and crafts. The backdrop of neoclassical architecture and one of Helsinki's most photographed cathedrals only enhance the excitement of it all. The market on a Wednesday, December 11th to be exact, was bustling with locals and tourists alike, though I got the vibe that it leaned more toward a local crowd. There was an intimate feeling about it despite its busyness, and I was eager to dive in. I sampled gingerbread donuts, reindeer pies, roasted chestnuts, glöggi, and porridge.
With oven apples, got some miso caramel, some crushed almonds, and some red berries. Here you go, guys. Enjoy.
Thank you.
And to work off the calories, I spent the back half of my evening simply wandering around watching as others enjoyed the market as well. For my first experience at a European Christmas market, I can now say I understand what the buzz is all about. The next morning, I set out on a small road trip eastbound to the quaint shorefront community of Loviisa. Known for its rich maritime history, Loviisa retains a charming, unbothered appeal where daily life seems to strike a perfect balance between work and nature. On a mid-December day, the snow-covered streets lovingly muffled the town. I could sense folks tucked warmly within their homes while below freezing temperatures slowed down life outside. As a visitor, it was definitely an off time to stop by the area, but I found a certain wonder in exploring the quiet neighborhoods. One neighborhood in particular hosts a string of notable wooden houses dating back to the 17th century. They were miraculously spared from a fire in 1855, and today, local residents both live in and help to maintain these historic structures. Nearby is a museum and shops which can be enjoyed throughout the warmer months of the year, and along the shoreline, Mother Nature worked diligently to preserve the tranquil bay. Continuing to honor Finland's cafe culture, I made sure to grab lunch at a local shop before heading out of town. Not too far up the road was Strömfors Loviisa. This village is an old artisan community and actually one of the best preserved ironworks towns in Finland dating back to the 17th century. In season, you can enjoy learning about the village through various workshops hosted within the historic buildings, observe traditional Finnish construction practices, or leisurely take in the natural landscape surrounding the area. In the summer, canoe and bike rentals are available. You can even stay on property to fully immerse yourself in the environment. And I have to say, despite visiting when everything was closed, I found this place to be incredibly beautiful. It is truly a destination frozen in time, and one which seems to offer a well-needed retreat from modern life. Squeezing in the final glimpses of sunlight for the day, I arrived at my last stop, Santa's Goodwill town of Porvoo. Though his home base and workshop are located much further up north in Finland, Porvoo serves as like a satellite station, if you will, ensuring Santa and the Christmas spirit make their way into the more southern regions of the country. What does that mean for us visitors? Well, really, it just means you get to enjoy the authentic magic of this super cute and historic city. The cobblestone streets lined with Christmas decor, paired with smells of freshly baked pastries and chocolates, absolutely captured what the holiday spirit is all about. There are hosted events throughout the season and even a Christmas market to explore. I was told, depending on the time of the month, this market is a bit more robust, but during my weekday visit, I was greeted by just a few small stands. Wrapping up the night, I followed a local recommendation to grab dinner at Bistro Gustav, where I had yet another sampling of reindeer and some mushroom soup. For such a short trip, the southern cities of Finland were a delight to visit. The culture, the people, and the Arctic chill in the air all made for a memorable holiday experience, one which I fear will be the catalyst for even more Christmas trips in the years to come.
Cheers!
In fact, my next adventure starts right now.
Vagnen fortsätter resan om en stund. West Terminal T2. Exit for ferries. This tram will shortly continue on another route.